evening, Tottenham fans. It's the boring international break, so what a good time to do a season review so far. Yes, we've only played 7 league games and 2 cup competitions, or 3 games in the cup as well. So I want to review the season so far. In this video, I want to talk about obviously how it's gone. Summer signings, what do you think of the summer signings we brought in? Has your expectations changed from the beginning of the season to 7 games in? Do you think that something more is possible than you thought at the beginning of the season? Who will be top goal scorer? Who's going to be player of the season? Who's going to be most improved? Top assister? What do we need to do in January? And stop listening to the trolls. Tottenham fans generally are very, very happy. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I'm so close now to 3,000 subscribers. Thank you to everybody that's contributed to this channel. It's so much appreciated. So, how's the season going so far? For me, I think it's going very, very well. I think it's going better than we ever could imagined. You got to remember we finished 17th last season in the league. I always knew this squad wasn't a 17th place side, and it wasn't all down to Ange. We had a horrific amount of injuries last season. If you took all the injuries out of the side we've got now, we'd be massively struggling. So, all in all, I think the season's going very, very well. We're 3rd in the league. We've won 4, drawn 2, lost 1. We've only lost 1 all season. In cup competitions, we're undefeated in the Champions League. We're through to the next round of the League Cup, although that's going to be a very, very difficult away match against Newcastle. But all in all, we cannot complain. There's a couple of performances where I thought, whoa, that was a poor performance. I'd say second half versus Wolves. The Bodo Glimt game was a pretty poor performance. But we've had some really good performance too. Away at the Etihad was a really good performance. Burnley at home, I'd say away to Leeds was a very, very good performance in my opinion. I think underestimated how well Leeds played that day, and for us to come away with a win was really, really impressive, especially how physical they were as well. So the season so far I find has gone a lot better than my expectations. But has the expectations changed? Has my expectations changed? A quick answer to that is no, and I don't want to get carried away, and I don't want to be start saying things like we're in a title race or we should definitely get top 4 and all that sort of stuff. At the beginning of the season, I said we've finished around 6th. I said 5th, we could finish 5th, but more likely to finish 6th, and I still think that now. Even though we've had a really good start, I still think that 6th place is where we will end up. I'm going to review this again on the next international break. It could be completely different. We've got a really hard run of fixtures coming up, really hard in my opinion. Some really tough away games coming up as well. And even though we're better away, but it's still going to be very, very tough. If we can get through that and still be undefeated, I'll be very, very happy with that, and very surprised and very impressed. So what's possible for us this season? Like, I know what we thought was possible at the beginning of the season, but now with 7 games in, we've been playing Champions League football twice per week. Like, since we've been playing twice per week, Frank hasn't lost a game. We're 7 games unbeaten. So what's possible? Can we move that unbeaten run on any longer? Our next game is Aston Villa at home. We've got a very, very good chance of getting a result there. What's possible? I still think the same is possible as what it was before. I still think 6th, getting a Europa League place would be excellent for this team, currently where we are at the moment. And then going into next season, looking to win the Europa League again, that would be absolutely amazing. It feels so good saying win it again. That means we've won something. Oh, it feels good. But, sorry, going off on a tangent there. So, I still think we've got a very, very good chance of winning a trophy still. I still feel that. We've got a massive hurdle away to Newcastle in the League Cup. If you can get over that hurdle, I think you're in the last 16 or something like that already. If you win that, and then you're in the quarterfinals. So get over that hurdle, get a relatively easier draw in the next round, and all of a sudden we'll be close to another final, and that would be absolutely amazing. But it's going to be a very, very tough day. Newcastle have took everyone to the wire at home. They're very, very strong at home, and they're going to be our rivals for the top 5, top 6 position as well. In my opinion, I just think they're an excellent side. So yeah, I still think top six and the trophy is viable. I don't want to get into the realms of we can win a title. I don't want to start putting that kind of pressure on, not just on the players and the team and the manager, but like if we start expecting to win the title and we lose one game, everyone's going to have a meltdown, you know. But if we're expecting to finish in the top six and we lose one game, it's not such a crisis, if that makes sense. So who do you think will be top scorer this season? Well, it's a hard one because we haven't got any strikers that are on form at the moment. Richarlison scored 3, but he inevitably will get injured at some point. Mawani's coming back soon. Solanke's coming back soon. Brennan Johnson has also scored 2, I think, this season. It's a very tough one to say who's going to be a top scorer. Like, for years, we would just say Harry Kane and then Sonny. And if Harry Kane was injured, it'd be Sonny. So it's very difficult to pinpoint. And that comes down to we haven't got that prolific goal scorer that scores week in, week out, like we've had for many years with Harry Kane. I'd love Harry Kane to come back, but it's looking like a pipe dream now that he's scoring 100 goals in 10 games for bloody Bayern. So, but I feel if someone like Solanke can come into this more pragmatic style under Frank and break style, because like he loves countering, and I think it's the same sort of style as Bournemouth played, but not quite. I know Bournemouth were a high press inside. I think Frank will stop Solanke running like a headless chicken for a start. He'll stop him running for no reason because he used to just run for everything. But if he utilises his energy in the right ways and then uses it to score goals more, Solanke, I think, could be our top scorer this season. But if Mawani comes in, all guns blazing, he could end up being a top scorer. I'll leave this to you in the comments because I can't decide who will be our top scorer this season. Sorry. Player of the season, I'm going to say at the moment, if you're looking at it 7 games in, it's going to be Kudus. He's absolutely brilliant. What a signing he is. If we talk about some of the signings now quickly, Kudus and Paulinho have come in leaps and bounds. They've really improved our first 11. They really have. They've both come in and our first 11's dramatically improved in my opinion. And now I'm seeing Xavi get used to the pace of the Premier League already. He's adapted pretty fast, you know. When Bergville came in, it took him at least 6 months to adapt to the Premier League, and then we saw him becoming a very, very good midfielder. Xavi's only took, 7 games now, and all of a sudden he's starting to look pretty decent. Very, very skillful, very, very good on the ball, very good technically. So the summer signings for me have been really top class signings this season. We still haven't seen Mawani yet. We still haven't seen Takai yet. So there's still lots more potential from this squad. We've still got players to come back. Kulu, Solanke, Takai, Kolo Mawani. There's so many, and we're third in the league. So it is looking very, very good. So player of the season probably be Kudus. Most improved player, I'm going to predict most improved. I'm going to predict Archie Gray. And the reason for that is I've seen him start 2 games now, and he was excellent in both those games he started. I've seen him also come on in a cameo and play very, very well. He's technically much better. His dribbling's improved. His strength is massively improved, and I think that was his biggest weakness last season. And his tackling duels have improved as well. So he's improved in every aspect so far already. And I think Frank wanted him at Brentford when he was at Brentford. And I just think he's going to concentrate massively on Archie Gray this year. It could be as well a dark horse. It could be Matisse Tell. I think Matisse Tell could be a massive improvement this season too. And Odegaard. There's 3 there that really could light up this season. They really could. Odegaard, I saw some really good things from him against Leeds. That bit where he was coming back from the ball, he had his face to goal, he turned away from the player, fooled him completely, and played a brilliant 40-yard pass into the feet of Udogie, and that's when Udogie put it across and Kudus skied it when he should have scored, really. Brilliant bit of play there from Odegaard, and his link-up play with Udogie was much, much better as well. There was a lot more balance to the side. So Odegaard, and Tell obviously got his first goal, which was a really good goal, and he nearly scored 2 from an Odegaard cross where he hit the crossbar. So those two really improving. Gray's really improving. I'll leave that to you guys in the comments as well. Who do you think is going to be most improved this season? So the top assister, I think that's going to be a no-brainer this season. Well, I'd say it's a no-brainer because Kudus is already on 4, and I just think he's going to get an assist every time he plays at the moment. But Xavi could be a dark horse in this one as well. I think he may even start racking up assists. He should have got a couple of assists against Leeds as well. So it's going to be, I think it'll be Kudus, but Xavi is one to watch out for on that one. What do we need in January? We definitely still need a left winger. Unless Odegaard really starts impressing, then we won't need to. Unless Semenyo's available. If Semenyo's available and we're willing to pay the money that they want in January, then Semenyo all day long is better than any other left winger in the Premier League, in my opinion. He's absolutely brilliant. I love that player. Kudus and Semenyo on the wings, that's like a dream forward line with Xavi just behind them. That'd be absolutely incredible. But yeah, if Odegaard can work on things, or even Tell on the left-hand side, if they start really producing and getting goals and assists, then we won't have to worry about that. Midfield, do we need any more midfielders? Bentancur signed a new contract. We've got Paulinho, we've got Gray, we've got Bergvall, we've got Sarr. Biss is still in the squad as well. Maybe Biss will go in January and we'll replace him. If we do, we'll get a nice midfielder in. We probably still need to get another fullback that can play left and right, because then you've got 2 players that can play left and right, and you've got your Doggy and Porro as well. I think that would be pretty decent, especially if they could play centre back as well, like a left centre back, or a left centre back as well, because that would just fill so many gaps. Do we need a goalkeeper? We have 2 goalkeepers, Vicario and Kingsley. Vicario's calamities at the moment are not very impressive at the moment, and is not dominating his box. Kingsley might get a trial in there, but I can't see that changing anytime soon in the January window anyway. Maybe in the summer, but not in the January window. So there are trolls on Twitter pretending to be Spurs fans saying we're unhappy with Frank out, blah, blah. Don't listen to it. I'd say 99.9% of the Spurs fans I spoke to are very, very happy with this season, and they just they're high praise of Thomas Frank. They're a bit concerned about the football we play sometimes, but it's so early in the season, so early into his tenure, he can't really judge him too much until he's got used to the players, what they can and can't do, and he's got to have time to improve them, because he's got a very, very good CV of improving players. So all in all, I think the season's going very, very well. We should all be happy as Spurs fans at the moment. We should be excited as well that it's only early into Frank's tenure and he's already made massive improvements. He's improved a few players already as well. Can you imagine if he's been here for 6 months, 9 months, a year, and he continues to improve, and we sign some more top players? It's exciting times at Spurs for sure. Let me know in the comments what you think of today's video. Thank you for watching, and come on, you Spurs.